frustrating for so many people to hear this. Let me turn to Dr. Sinclair now. Everybody interested, obviously, in prolonging their lives. And the drug companies we know are hard at work to get that first anti-aging drug on the market, aren't they?
Well, only recently, because a few years ago you wouldn't expect a company to work on anti-aging. This was snake oil arena. But since the 1990s, we've discovered, as a community of scientists, these genes that we call longevity genes, and they control how fast organisms age and probably how fast we age as well. And now there are drugs that are actually in human clinical trials trying to activate these anti-aging pathways in our bodies and turn on our body's natural defenses against disease. And we hope that one day you'll have a drug for diabetes or cancer that will protect you against maybe a dozen other different diseases and extend your lifespan.
But explain a little more what we mean when we talk about anti-aging, what exactly it encompasses.
Sure. Well, we used to think of anti-aging as trying to make people live an extra 100 years. Well, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about finding a pill that will mimic the health benefits of dieting and exercise, which many of us, like myself, don't have time for to really practice these diets well. But we found the genes that control those healthy responses, and the drugs should be able to mimic dieting and exercise and give the elderly and the frail a much better chance of fighting disease and staying fit.
Dr. Ornish, I know you have a different take on all of these medical advancements. Pointing to that, I think, somewhat, diet and exercise. You believe we've already figured it all out. How to fix the big four: heart disease, diabetes, cancer, obesity. What is the solution?
Well, you're right. We tend to think of breakthroughs in medicine as being a new drug or a new laser, something really high-tech has been discussed here. Craig Venter will say, you know, one way to change your genes is to synthesize new ones. But we found that when you change your lifestyle, it actually changes your genes, hundreds of them within just 3 months. And in fact, turning on the good genes that prevent disease, turning off or downregulating the genes that cause prostate cancer, breast cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and other conditions. And as far as anti-aging goes, we collaborated with Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, who recently won the Nobel Prize for discovering telomerase, which is an enzyme that lengthens our telomeres, which are the ends of our chromosomes that control how long we live. And we found that when you change your lifestyle, it increases your telomerase and thus your telomere length by 30% in just 3 months. So these simple choices that we make in our lives each day can have a powerful impact in the ways that drugs can, but at a fraction of the cost and without the side effects.
And if they are such simple choices, why aren't more of us making those simple choices?
Well, because we think of lifestyle changes as something that we do today, and maybe years later we might, you know, live a little longer. And then we have a lot of false choices. Am I going to live longer, or is it just going to seem longer, you know? And we found that sustainable changes are based on pleasure. And because these mechanisms are so dynamic, when you change your lifestyle, you can grow so many new brain cells that your brain gets bigger in just 3 months. Your skin gets more blood, so you don't age as quickly. Your sexual organs get more blood in the same way that Viagra works. So it's not just about living longer, it's about living better. And when you make these changes, most people find they feel so much better so quickly, it reframes the reason for making them from fear of dying to joy of living, and joy is what's sustainable.
Dr. Sinclair, Dr. Ornish, Professor Hallis, thank you all. Appreciate it.